Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading from me. So today's topic is going to be on predictions for August 2024. So as usual, I will mention that I have chosen this pile, these crystals intuitively. I meditated upon the topic at hand and I asked Spirit which crystals I should choose for this reading, and these are the ones that came out in this particular order. Just to let you know that it is purely intuitive, so there is a reason why you're going to feel drawn to one of them. And I will mention again in the beginning that I recommend you take some moments to relax, meditate upon the question, take some deep breaths, allow your mind to go blank, exhale longer than you inhale. That will help center you and calm you down. And meditate upon the question. Like I said, maybe address it to a higher power. You can also ask more specific questions that you might have to answer, but try to keep it still connected to the topic. And then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, of course you are free to watch several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. Before I sign off, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It is the easiest way to support me and it is free. And also consider clicking the notifications bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you. So pile number one, you have this citrine and amethyst crystal bottle. Pile number two, you have this apatite. I'm not sure if it's apatite or rose quartz, but this is the crystal. Okay. Pile number three, you have this onyx, this black onyx crystal bottle. All right. So these are your options. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Wait, I'm trying to arrange them. These are your options. Like I said, you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Meditate upon the question. Wait, I still have to arrange it. I'm being OCD about it. So yeah, take as much time, like I said, meditate with your eyes closed, and then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. And if you also want to choose with a card, stick around because I'm going to choose a card in the next phase. I will see you at your reading. All right, so this is going to be the card selection phase for those of you who want to choose with a card as well as a crystal. Spirit, tell me about pile number one, the people who chose the amethyst and citrine bottle. What is the month of August 2024? Oh, wow. I'm going to bring for them. Okay, this one. Spirit, what is the month of August 2024 going to bring for my pile number two? What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for my pile number three? Let's see. Pile number one, you have courage. Number 30, which is ruled by Jupiter. Pile number two, you have soulmate. Now everyone's going to choose this pile. Hopefully not everyone, but you know what I mean. Pile number three, we have healing with number 21, which is also ruled by Jupiter. All right. Let me try to focus. Okay, so once again, these are your options for those of you who would like to choose with a card as well as a crystal. Pile number one, you have this card over here and or this bottle of amethyst and citrine crystal. All right. Pile number two, you have this card over here and or this apatite crystal. Apatite or rose quartz, I'm not 100% sure. One of them is really pretty. Pile number two, you have this card, pile number three, you have this card over here and or this black onyx crystal bottle. Okay, So these are your options. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide. My recommendation again is that you take some moments to meditate upon the question. Meditate, keep your eyes closed, allow your mind to relax and go blank for a little bit. While meditating upon the question, you can also address it to a higher power like God or a deity that you follow or spirit. You could also ask more personal questions that you might need answering, but I would recommend that you still keep it on topic, or at least focus on questions that are related to or could be answered through this question of what's happening in August 2024. And yeah, open your eyes. Once you have meditated a bit, choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. And then, yeah, that's it. Also, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. And I will also ask you to please subscribe to my channel. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, yeah, I haven't had enough coffee today. So please subscribe to my channel if you have found value in any of my readings. It's the easiest way to support me and it is free. And also consider clicking the notifications bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new tarot reading. Thank you, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, so welcome pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this card, number 30, with the Courage. Number 30 is ruled by Jupiter, but I'm going to hold that thought. So this is going to be, and or this bottle of amethyst and citrine. So this is going to be the card selection phase, and I'm going to add timestamps. If you don't want to sit through it, you can skip directly to the interpretation. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the amethyst and citrine. What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them? What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them or to them? Tell me, Spirit. Anything that you would like to share, I would be very grateful. Tell me about pile number 1. Trying to not ruin the decorations here. Okay. Wow. Wow. First card. Pile number 1. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. The Judgment. And the Fool. Trying not to ruin the decorations. Okay. Wait, I've just realized that I I switched these 2 cards, so I have to switch them back. So it was actually the Fool and then the Judgment. The order is important. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the amethyst and citrine? What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for my pile number 1? Oh man, these 2 cards just fell out together. I was gonna take 6. We also have the 6 of Cups. Wow, the 3 of Swords. The 9, holy shit. The 9 of Pentacles underneath the 9 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands again. The 9 of Wands. The World. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? The Judgment again. And this one just fell out because my intention was to pull out another card. And this one just fell out. So clearly it was meant to come out for you. Let me try to arrange so that you can see all of them. Holy shit, man. Like, I apologize for the language. It's just I haven't had one of these like readings in a long time where all of, so many cards come out in doubles. This is definitely showing that there's a strong message for you. Let's also pull out some oracle cards. Tell me, Spirit, about pile number 1. What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them? What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for my pile number 1, the amethyst and citrine? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them? Spirit, tell me about pile... Ooh! No, 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 no. I've just ruined everything. I don't know what the hell's going on. I took these pills. Like, I have to take these pills for blood pressure, because aging sucks. I wouldn't have thought that I would be taking blood pressure medication at the age of 35, but recently started taking them, as in yesterday, and I don't know, it might be that they're slowing my reflexes or something, because I do feel just a little bit weirder than usual, even though my blood pressure is better. So bear with me here. Spirit, please tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of August 2024 bringing for them? All right, let's see what we have here. We have make it gods. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. Okay, someone is dealing with possessiveness. Wow, we have dolphin happiness, number 42. A pregnant woman on top. 42 boils down to a 6, which is the number ruled by Venus. We also have it coming up in the tarot card several times. Ooh, and we have positivity. Happiness and positivity. This is like insanely positive, pile number 1. And then you also have this card over here with courage, number 30. Also, if you haven't watched the card selection phase, I have exclaimed multiple profanities in excitement when I saw how many cards came out in doubles for you. You have 3 cards that came out in the doubles, pile number 1, which hasn't happened to me with a general reading in quite some time. I would say more than 6 months, maybe, a long time anyway. So we have the 4 of Wands coming out twice. We have the 9 of Pentacles coming out twice, one underneath the other. 9 of Pentacles, okay? And we also have the Judgment card coming out twice. And this last time, it just slipped out. So I was pulling the 6th card and another card fell out. And it was the Judgment card, which came out twice. So very strong messages for you from Spirit. Spirit wants you to hear some things. I'm going to say this from the beginning. So the 4 of Wands, all right? This is definitely, first of all, the 4 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles are insanely positive on top of everything that you have here. So I feel like wealth is coming into your life in the month of August. It's definitely an increase in your finances. And I feel like it's even more so emphasized by this message of make it gods. I feel like many of you have really struggled financially in recent times. And the message here is, you will gain more abundance when you stop hyper focusing on money. And it's definitely coming up for you. It's like you're going to get some kind of, maybe a windfall, maybe a promotion, I don't know, something, but big money is coming your way in the month of August. You're getting some kind of opportunity for a business, even if it's maybe not directly money, although I think for most of you, this is literally money coming into your life. It could be something that will generate profit in the future. So maybe it will be an investment opportunity. I don't know. Maybe you'll have the chance to buy a property real cheap or something. Or maybe if you have invested in something, the profit is coming from that in the past. Or, you might get some kind of a business idea, or you might get a job opportunity to apply for. You may not get the job in August, but the seed is going to be planted. So in either situation, you're definitely heading towards abundance, okay? Even if it's happening big in August or not, irrespective, I mean. Then we also have the Four of Wands, which is showing happiness overall. So and on top of that, you have the Oracle cards that confirm that happiness is coming your way. So I'm seeing a lot of joy in your life. I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time with family. Some of you might be going to celebrations. You might be going to a wedding. Some of you are literally getting married, because the Four of Wands is so much connected to celebrations and family and, married life. If you are married, you're going to have a very good time during this month with your family. I also see that you're just going to be happy being at home. I mean, I feel like for most of you, your home environment, your family are going to be sources of joy. You're going to have an opportunity to spend more time. Like I said, maybe some of you are visiting family after a while, stuff like that. So anything connected to family is favored, and it's going to be positive for you in the month of August. And on top of that, we have I also feel like Spirit is goading you in a way, because I feel like even though you're going to be given some huge opportunities, many of you are still not really confident, or you are hesitating for some reason. So Spirit is giving you all these cards with courage and make it gods and positivity, because it wants to encourage you. It wants to tell you, hey, I don't want to say, I was thinking, grab life by the, what I mean. But pretty much, take action. Don't be afraid to go after what you want, because you're going to be given some great opportunities this month. Obviously, with the Four of Wands, there could also be some message that some of you might meet a long-term potential partner, or that if you are dating someone, I don't know, but it's also about recognizing opportunities, So I feel like Spirit is telling you, don't hesitate, basically. If the opportunity is showing up for something that you might want, or that might develop into something good in your life romantically or career-wise, don't hesitate to go for it. I also see that there's a good time coming with children, but I also feel for many of you, there's some kind of a connection to the past. So like you might be hanging out with past friends, past loved ones. I don't mean people who have passed away, but I mean people that you've known for a long time, people you have a history with, So you're very much focused on, enjoying yourself, also spending time with family. Like I said, it's going to be very much on your mind and your intentions, and you're going to have plenty of opportunities to do that. You might, like I said, reconnect with people that are close to you, dear to you, and you have known them for some time. We do have this over here with the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords. There might also be some kind of a conflict happening here. I feel like it's, there's some kind of a fallout. Maybe you might have some kind of a fallout with a significant person as well, someone that you care about. This could be connected to family, but I would think intuitively that it's not connected to family. There could just be conflicts happening, let's say, in the near future. I also think that there is a warning again from Spirit for you not to dwell too much in past hurts, because it could be that you and your attitude is being hostile and aggressive, and you might be potentially producing more conflict in your life, let's say. So yeah, there is kind of a warning connected to that you need to watch your attitude and also your intentions, because you could be coming across as aggressive, hostile, causing confusion and misunderstanding especially. There could be, differences with someone based on, just having a different approach, different mentalities, maybe they're coming from a different culture or just a really different background, and there could be some significant conflict because of that might cause you some stress. But since the overall the overall vibe of this reading is really positive, I would say that it's not going to be much to worry about. It's not going to cause any significant damage. So The Nine of Pentacles coming out twice. I have explained that. So you're definitely very money-minded and very determined. I really feel like this pile, more than others, maybe, I mean, I haven't gotten to the others, but compared to other readings that I've had, this is showing people who are very independent. You might be people who have been thinking about starting your own business for a while or becoming independent, maybe, I don't know, being self-employed somehow, maybe not necessarily an entrepreneur, but just becoming more independent. And you're definitely on the right track. So this is like a pat on the back from the spirit that, you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing and more of what you're doing. And you're definitely going to increase your wealth and gain the independence that you want. But overall, I see this vibe of prosperity, honestly. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands underneath. Yeah. So I feel like many of you, you're literally being told that you're going to reap the fruit of your labor. Sorry, like many of you have been working hard at something, whether, again, it could be a new job, it could be whatever, I don't know, learning new skills, it could be education. But like I said, for most of you, I think this is connected to actual money coming into your life, right? So something is coming into your life that is a result of your own hard work, and most likely connected to, like I said, materialism, right? So could be a million things. Like I said, I don't want to repeat myself a million times, but it's just I'm just amazed by how many positive messages are coming through here in this reading. But yeah, this is the general idea. So for some of you, I don't know, it could be a bonus at work. It could be, maybe some of you are literally going to win the lottery, or you're going to win something, some ruffles, or I don't know, something. Raffles, sorry, not ruffles. There's something coming in financially, I feel, for most of you. You're gonna see an increase in the month of August. And then we also have the Fool and the Nine of Wands underneath. See, this one shows that you are very much in a fighting spirit. And I feel like in the near future, so also throughout the month of August, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you will have the drive, the determination, the enthusiasm, the physical stamina, but then you will also have the challenges to match, basically. So you will have to deal with this is also why you're getting the courage here. You also have a lot of number 9s, which are Mars energy, so this is spirit telling you that keep your fighting spirit on, while it is also wise not to just, basically to choose your battles, like don't argue with fools and all this stuff, but you're still gonna have to fight, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to continue to fight for what you want and keep doing the good work, and you will reap what you deserve, basically. And it's mostly gonna be positive based on what I see here. And this message is very strong, which makes a lot of sense considering the rest of the reading and also the judgment overall coming out here. There are two messages coming out strongly here through these last 3 cards that are both, I think, equally relevant and worth listening to. Number 1 is you are on the path that you are meant to be. Wherever you are in life right now, you might be happy about it, you may not be happy about it, but you are exactly where you need to be. This is God's plan for you, all right? With the risk of sounding dramatic and Baptist or whatever. No offense to Baptists. But I don't want to sound like a preacher, you know what I mean? But this is literally God's path for you. You are exactly where you need to be. You are in line with your destiny right now. And maybe for some of you, okay, you really need to hear this because you might be doubting yourself, or maybe you have felt like you were off your path for a long time. This is spirit telling you not to worry, all right? Things are happening for you the way that they're supposed to happen, and everything that is happening in the month of August has a reason, all right? And since obviously I don't think it's going to be just for the month of August, because considering, how everything is connected here, it's probably been going on for a while, and it's going to continue afterwards for a while. And then the other message that is coming out strongly is you're going to deal with some haters, which makes a lot of sense, again, because success, okay? Success will breed haters. You know what I'm getting right now? I don't know how many of you have watched that movie, History of the World by Mel Brooks. And there was that one scene with the cavemen where one of them is like drawing something on a wall, and another one gets up on a rock behind him and pees on the wall. And right afterwards, they say, with the birth of the artist, there is the inevitable afterbirth, the critic. So basically, this is what's happening for you. You're basically looking at people who are jealous, people who are judging and critical, naysayers, basically. And with the World card coming in here, there's definitely some visibility increase at the same time. So this, I mean, take it how it resonates. Again, you're getting some kind of, let's say, degree of fame here, more visibility, like I said. So people are noticing you. Take it how it resonates. This could be within your community. Maybe it could be at your workplace. It could be on social media, if you have social media presence. But you're going to get some haters, all right? And Spirit is telling you to ignore them, okay? Just keep doing you. Keep doing what feels right. You are on the right track. And just accept the fact that haters are going to be, you know, always there, because they are the inevitable aftermath of success, basically. But you shouldn't allow anyone or anything to get in your way to progress and to fulfilling your destiny. Okay, let me get some astrological cards as well. This is what I see with the tarot. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is coming for them in the month of August 2024? I'm not going to take all of these. Tell me, Spirit, what's coming for pile number 1 within the month of August 2024. What energies? Tell me, what do they need to hear about the month of August 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Okay. One more. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What's coming for them in the month of August 2024? Okay. No, these two want to come out together. So, okay, you're getting an extra card. You're getting a lot of extra cards. Oh, wow. We have Lilith, Wild Femininity. We have 12th house, Spirituality and Art. I just mentioned that thing with the artist. We have 11th house, Community. Oh, my God. 11th house is very much that world energy. You know, your network is becoming larger. You're gaining visibility. Oh, wow. We have South Node of the Moon. We have Old Karma. So this is destiny. This is what I was talking about. Holy shit. Sorry about the profanity, but I just can't believe it. I don't know what's going on here with pile number 1. I mean, Spirit is like, Spirit is like, we interrupt this broadcast to give you a special message. Like, Spirit really wants you to hear this. Like, you need to hear these messages. And we have Mercury, mind and speech. So the fact that the North Node and the South Node are coming out here, this is a very strong confirmation of what I said with the Judgment card coming out twice. So the South Node is all of your past life experiences, and the North Node is what you're meant to experience in this lifetime. And it's often connected to a person's destiny in this lifetime. It's what you come to experience in this incarnation because you haven't experienced it this much in previous incarnations, right? And yeah, both of them showing up here, literally, this is your destiny axis because these two are opposite one another. So for instance, if you have South Node in Leo, you're going to have North Node in Aquarius, the opposite sign, the exact opposite degree. They're always 180 degrees apart on the circle. So you're very much in line with your destiny, okay? There's a destiny playing a part in your life in August 2024. And also the South Node is also this connection. It could be connected to the Six of Cups. Like, you might be meeting people from your soul tribe as well. So I did say people that you knew in the past, but because we also have the South Node, there's a clear message of past life here. So some of you, like I said, you might actually be meeting someone significant in order to have a marriage, to build a family with, because of that Four of Wands coming out twice. For most of you, though, it's you're meeting someone, some part of your, you know, soul tribe, people that you have known in past lives that make you feel safe and familiar and all that. And the North Node, again, you're heading towards your destiny. This is where you're supposed to be. Like I said, 11th house is not just a confirmation of the World card, of your visibility increasing, but it's also a very strong confirmation of the Nine of Pentacles. It's literally exactly what I said. The 11th house is the second house from the 10th, which is the house of career. So you're literally gaining from your career and from your efforts, okay? There's something that you're going to be given, some kind of a windfall, some kind of an increase in your finances, opportunities, and all that. 12th house shows your dreams could be particularly strong. You might be getting messages through your dreams. Pay attention to them. And it also invites you to develop your spirituality, keep a sense of faith in life and a higher power, or just cultivate that sense of faith within. Doesn't have to be like with the organized religion. Could be an invitation to rest more, to meditate, to cultivate your artistic, intuitive side. And pay attention to the messages showing up in your environment. You know, it could be like, for instance, if you notice a certain thing you haven't noticed before, something draws your attention. It could be a hint from the universe that you have to investigate that thing. Or like let's say a book attracts your attention, or I don't know, a certain spiritual teacher online attracts your attention. It could be a message that you're meant to pursue that and you're meant to investigate. There could be messages there for you, things that might help you on your path to progress faster. And then we have Lilith, which is, I mean, I did not expect this, I have to say. Lilith is about freedom. So it's also often connected to an energy of being a scapegoat. So maybe many of you in this pile have felt like life has been really rough with you, has dealt you a bad hand. And you might also experience still some of that this month, at least. You might, I mean, this is going to sound like this is potentially negative, but it did come up, so I have to say it. Some of you might be scapegoated, or there might be people who try to scapegoat you this month. Because it's also going hand in hand with that haters energy. But since you have this overwhelming amount of positive energies and positive cards, and remember, make it gods. Oh my God, that's going hand in hand with the 12th house, I just realized, because both of them are connected to faith. Faith in a higher power, faith in a higher plan, the collective subconscious, you know, the Akashic records, if you believe in that kind of thing. So remember that you are protected. Remember that there is a higher power watching over you that sees every injustice, that sees every little thing you do and don't do. And by the way, with the judgment, be careful that you do your part right, okay? It doesn't matter that other people are trying to blame you or trying to criticize you. You need to make sure that your karma is right, and then things are going to work out in your favor. As long as you are fair, as long as you stick to what you know is true, that's all you need to worry about. You shouldn't be worrying about what other people are trying to do, what other people are trying to, I don't know, let's say tarnish your reputation or anything like that. Forget about it, because you're protected and eventually things are going to turn in your favor. And we also have this with Mercury. I mean, Mercury is a further indicator of what I said with the business. I feel like many of you might be really focusing on juggling multiple activities, maybe starting a side hustle. Some of you are even starting a business, like I said. Mercury is very business oriented, you know, it's the business planet basically. So this is also hinting that it's a good time for business. It's a good time for finding a job, for instance. You might also have the opportunity to travel more, but like in short-term travel, like let's say weekend getaway, or you're just going to be traveling more within your city maybe. This is also communication, so there will be a lot of communication happening. Your style of communication is going to really help you in life, and you developing methods of communicating, maybe also marketing, especially for those of you who are trying to sell something or you're having a side hustle. These are things you need to focus on to make the most of the month of August, basically. Okay. And now let me get some charms and the dice. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is happening for them in the month of August 2024? Ooh. Oh my God. We have the Aries. Okay, you didn't see it, but it is the Aries, which is Mars energy. Like I said, confirmation of what I said. We have, holy moly, we have Jupiter. Didn't I say from the beginning that the courage card that you had first here that came out for your pile is ruled by Jupiter because of the number 3? Jupiter is also the great benefic. You know, it is the great benefic. Let's see what came out over here. Holy, like, wow. Holy moly. Again, number 3, which is ruled by Jupiter. And not only that, but in astrology, number 3 is also the house of courage, especially in Vedic astrology. So, oh my God, there are such strong messages for you. This is your time. This is your time to keep fighting for what you want, to be brave, to push forward, to be assertive, but at the same time, like I said, choose your battles and be fair in all of your dealings. And basically, the universe has your back. God, the universe, the Holy Spirit, however you want to call it, Kali, Durga, you know what I mean, the Buddha, whatever your faith is, believe that that higher power has your back. And that's like pretty much most of what you need to rely on to get things done and have things going in your favor this month. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is coming towards them in the month of August? We have the hummingbird. We have beautiful and blessed. We have a wreath. What's coming for pile number 1 in the month of August? We have family. Holy crap. Okay, we have a little dog. What's coming for our pile number 1, Spirit, in the month of August? Oh, wow. Okay. So we have blessed coming out twice. We have blessed coming out twice, which is a very strong confirmation of everything that I said. Basically, the 9 of Pentacles. There you have it. You're blessed. Things are going in your favor. You also have the 4 of Wands coming out, which shows happiness. You also have this one coming out. 1905. This always makes me think of music. I also feel like for many of you, okay, this is more specific, but Jupiter also rules classical music, so see how that resonates, or instrumental music, you know. So maybe some of you are into learning an instrument, or you're going to attend some kind of a concert of classical music. This might be connected to it. We also have beautiful. Yeah, everything is beautiful. I feel like life is going to be beautiful for you, but you yourself, you might be going through a glow up as well, which makes sense because when people are happy, they generally tend to glow. And we also have family, very strong confirmation of what I said with the 4 of Wands coming out twice. We have the wreath, which is like the crown. It makes me think of, you know, the crowns that emperors wore, in ancient Rome or something, but it also makes me think of Celtic backgrounds, like Irish, maybe Portuguese, French, wherever the Celts were. So maybe this is connected to your ancestry or something. Maybe you had a past life connected to the Celts somehow. We also have a hummingbird, which to me is a confirmation of the Mercury energy. You're just going to be busy. You're going to be really busy. You're going to be really active. We also have the Aries energy, which pretty much says the same thing. You know, you're going to be out there chasing your dreams. We also have a dog here, which makes me think that, it really makes me feel like people who are loyal are going to show up in your life. Like people who are, like this month, you're going to get more of people who are just going to be on your side, who want to see you succeed. Even though you might also get some haters and some naysayers, you know, you're still going to have the people who are there by your side, who want you to be happy, and they're going to make everything feel better, basically. And we have the plane, which could be a confirmation of maybe a short trip, like I said. And obviously for some of you really specific, maybe this is like, I don't know, if you've applied for a job as a stewardess or something, it could be a very strong confirmation, or anything involving flying. Yeah, could be a very strong confirmation for you. But pretty much this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you will find this interesting. I definitely have. And once again, I remind you, please subscribe to my channel. Click on the notifications bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you want a private tarot reading, check out the video description. I've left my email address. You can email me for pricing list and reading options. I've also left a link in the video description to reviews I have gotten for private readings. If you're curious to read them, might help you decide if you want to get a private reading from me. And if you want to support my channel further, you can do so by becoming a member. Click the join button under any of my videos and contribute through a small monthly amount. And last but not least, I also have an astrology channel where I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but also with some tropical insights. I have more than 20 years of experience in astrology, more than 10 in Vedic astrology. Astrology is like pretty much my biggest obsession and probably the love of my life. And yeah, if you're curious about astrology, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe to that channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you in my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen this card, number 14, with soulmate. Okay, and or this apatite crystal. This is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps if you don't want to sit through it, because I will be taking my time. So, Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the apatite crystal or rose quartz. I'm not 100% sure what it is. What is happening for them in the month of August 2024? What is happening for pile number 2 in the month of August 2024? What do they need to hear, Spirit? What does pile number 2 need to hear? Okay, this one just popped out. Tell me, Spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear about the month of August? We have the Fool. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have this, oh, I was going to say the 7 of something, but no, this is the Chariot. We have the 9 of Swords. Ouch. But it's in the past position, so it's all good. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see, what else? Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. Okay, this one just, holy shit. Holy shit. No way. I mean, they just, and the Fool again. I mean, I don't know if I should take this. I think I'm going to take them though, because they just fell out. And they're so in line with the soulmate thing. I mean, Spirit, tell me about pile number... Actually, I'm going to do one thing. Spirit, should I keep these 2 cards? Are they meant to come out in this order? Should I keep these 2 cards that just came out for pile number 2? Should I keep them? Should I keep the 2 cards that I just got out for pile number 2? Tell me, Spirit. Because I want to be sure. Tell me. Come on. Please. Four of Pentacles. 10. Yep. I would say yes. Okay. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What is happening for them in the month of August? What is happening for pile number 2 in the month of August? Spirit, what is happening for pile number 2 in the month of August? What do they need to hear? Okay, what the heck? 9 of Wands. These don't, I'm not really sure about them. Tell me, Spirit. Okay, this one just, holy shit. The 8 of Pentacles again. I'm sorry about the profanities, but I just can't believe it. I don't know what the hell is going on. No offense, Spirit. Bless. I'm very grateful for these messages. I just haven't gotten so many clear messages and repeated messages in a very long time. I mean, to be fair, I haven't done tarot in a long time, so I guess Spirit is very happy to hear from me again. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit, about pile number 2, please. What do they need to hear about the month of August 2024? What is happening for them? What is happening for pile number 2? This one really feels right. The High Priestess. Okay. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords underneath the Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. Can you, Spirit, please clarify the Five of Swords for me? I need to know. Please clarify the Five of Swords for me. I feel the need to clarify this one. Page of Swords. Okay. Gonna stick this underneath if I can. Oh my god, I'm damaging my cards. Okay, Page of Swords. Okay, let's take some Oracle cards for you, pile number 2. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What do they need to hear about the month of August 2024? What do they need to hear, Spirit? Tell me. Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. What does pile number 2 need to hear about August 2024? The people chose the Apatite Crystal. Spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear about August 2024? What is coming towards them in August 2024? What do they need to hear? What do they need to focus on? Okay, this one feels right. So let's see. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Okay. Positivity. We had this also for pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to it, you might want to check it out. We have Wisdom with Owl number 4. All right. Pile number 2. This is insane. I mean, the cards that you got, insane. You have the 8 of Pentacles coming out twice. Here and here. 8 of Pentacles coming out twice. You also had the 2 of Cups coming out in addition to the Soulmate with number 14, which was the original card. And I clarified the 5 of Swords here. I got the Page of Swords because I felt like clarifying it. We have the Chariot and the 5 of Swords underneath. Okay, final cards, Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So, first thing that comes to mind, of course, is you're meeting someone. So this is very strong. Like, this is insanely strong, okay? Of course, bear in mind that it is a general reading, and of course there might be variations from one person to another, but you have the Soulmate and the 2 of Cups. Both of these speak of a new relationship, a new romantic relationship. So either you're meeting someone or you're getting together with someone that you have wanted to get together with maybe for a while. Yeah, something is happening. Something is happening romantically, okay? And I feel like for most of you, someone new is going to come into your life. Because the 2 of Cups speaks of a new relationship. And the Soulmate, I mean, it's literally talking about you meeting someone that is right for you. That is going to be on the same, you know, wavelength, that you're going to have a spiritual bond with. And I'm not going to say marriage because I don't see that, but one thing that I can say is this is not going to be a shallow situation. It's going to be something romantic. And since you have the 8 of Pentacles here and the 2 of Cups, there's a very strong message that this is someone you meet through work, okay? Or through some kind of a formal environment. So it could be through your work or their work or someone from work introducing you. Take it how it resonates. This is a very strong message, okay? Your overall vibe. So I see that you're starting the month very enthusiastically and very much focused on money. we have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Fool over it. So you're very enthusiastic. I feel like many of you have your heads in the clouds. I think many of you maybe are already in love. You have someone on your mind, maybe. Maybe you're already dating someone, but this is showing a new romance budding in the month of August, or at least meeting someone new, becoming infatuated, something like that. So again, for some of you, maybe you won't start a new relationship in August, but you're meeting someone significant that you're going to start a relationship with. This is what I'm seeing very strongly, like I said. If this is not about a relationship, this could be that many of you are in love with your work. Because we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups underneath. And we also start out with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. So many of you are very much focused on the fruits of your labor. You're very invested in something professionally. You're working hard at your craft. Whatever the situation is, you're going to be in a space of love. You're going to be in the flow. Let me put it like this. You know, I'm not seeing like, even though, yes, there will be some hardships, some challenges, but when it comes to your work environment, your overall energy, you are very much in your heart chakra. You know, you're putting your passion, your love into everything that you do, and it's going to pay off. I mean, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out twice. Like I said, this shows that this month is going to be very focused on career as well, irrespective of whether you meet someone new or not. You're very much progressing in your career. You're becoming better at your job. Or again, this could be like a hobby or a side hustle, but it's something that is taking up quite a bit of your time. Aside from that, we have the Chariot, we have the Five of Swords underneath, and the Page of Swords clarifying. Okay, the Five of Swords. What this tells me is the time for thinking is over in your life. We have the Fool, we have the Chariot. There's a lot of Mars energy here. We had some similar vibes in pile number one, but significantly different in many ways. But again, I mentioned it. If you felt drawn to pile number one, you might want to check it out. Either way, you're going to have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of drive, a lot of stamina. We're having a lot of Mars energy, you know. It shows that you're leaving hesitation behind. You're leaving pondering behind. I feel like up until this point, or in recent history, you have really spent a lot of time in analysis paralysis. You know, constantly thinking about, should I do this? Should I do that? Or maybe you were mulling over some ideas, you know, like that were germinating in your mind, but you didn't have the courage to act on them. That time is over. So this month I'm seeing huge amount of drive, stamina, courage, taking the bull by the horns pretty much. And it's going to lead to good results. What I also see very clearly is we have the Nine of Swords here, the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Swords. You're leaving the past hurts behind. I feel like in recent history, you have had a lot of stress. Maybe literally you have dealt with anxiety, depression, and not only that, but maybe because of past hurts, you were stuck in repeated limiting beliefs. Maybe for some of you, this could be even things like PTSD, CPTSD, things that blocked your better judgment, that kept you from progressing, from making the right choices because you just didn't see things clearly. Or like I said, most likely because you were so stuck, you know, in an attitude of splitting hairs and analysis paralysis, like I said, instead of just going after what you want wholeheartedly. And this is what you're moving away from in the month of August. So month of August is the beginning of a new chapter. We also have that with the Full energy and the Ace of Pentacles. So, and we also have the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of energy of beginning, you know, a new beginning starting for you in the month of August. And this one is definitely going to be a good one. And the month of August is going to see you more prosperous, more in control of your emotions. We also have a lot of moon energy. So you're still going to have a lot of imagination, a lot of sensitivity. Many of you, you're also healing your feminine energy, I feel. The moon energy is very sensitive, very vulnerable. It's also the mother archetype, but it's at the same time also the child archetype in many ways. So it shows that very deep, vulnerable, needy side of each and every one of us. And I feel like you also have that message of, compassion and being kind to yourself. So I think many of you, you're really making huge progress in healing past wounds and mental issues, emotional issues. So you're heading towards a greater level of emotional stability, of wisdom, of inner peace because of the High Priestess. Not only that, but the High Priestess, I don't like to use this term of divine feminine energy because it's annoying the crap out of me. I don't really think that there is something like this. But what I do think that you can say is that there's like a healthy expression of, let's say, the feminine side of a person, and there's an unhealthy expression. And you're definitely moving towards the healthy expression. You're moving to like becoming the wise woman, becoming someone who is very mature emotionally, very confident in your intuition. And this is very telling considering that you have this Eight of Swords in a past position here. So this shows that you've always had a lot of intuition, a lot of creativity, but you were afraid to listen to it. You were afraid to trust your intuition. So now you're instead becoming highly intuitive, and your intuition is somehow also going to increase your wealth and your success professionally. So this is more specific, but maybe some of you might gain a lot of success in like healing professions or any kind of profession where you're dealing with women's issues, maybe maternity, maybe psychology, learning how to raise children, even teaching small children. This is very specific, definitely not for everyone, but you are also just gonna project that energy. So like people are gonna look at you like, makes me think of Game of Thrones. I don't know, obviously not everyone has watched Game of Thrones, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have. So if you have watched Game of Thrones, this is like Khaleesi energy, because Khaleesi energy, because they used to call her Misa, right, which meant mother. Because so I feel like you might be getting that kind of a vibe. I feel like people are gonna see you with more respect, like, or you're just gonna meet more people. It's not like the people around you didn't respect you before, but it's like people are suddenly gonna look at you like you're the wise woman, you're like the shaman. They want to hear your opinion. They want to hear your guidance. They will listen to you, okay? And this is what I'm getting here, like, and not only that, but like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is also financial stability. So you're moving from a position of stress, anxiety into confidence, stability, security. By the end of this month, you're gonna be way more into these energies than when you started out, okay? So this is what I'm seeing with the cards. Let me get to astrological cards. Tell me about pile number 2, Spirit. What do they need to hear about the month of August 2024? Tell me about pile number 2. What is going to happen for them in the month of August 2024? Tell me, Spirit. What is going to happen for pile number 2 in the month of August 2024? Okay, this one. Let's see. Oh man, my apartment smells like a church right now. An Orthodox church. I don't know about how many Baptists light candles. Anyway, we have Gemini energy. We have the 11th house. This also came out for pile number 1. So 11th house is showing success in your career, increase in finances. We also have, holy moly, look at this, Chiron, inner healing. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have placements in Satta Bishak Nakshatra if you know Vedic astrology. We also have Jupiter, ideals, and magnitude. And we have Aries. Wow, very strong confirmation. Aries also, I think, came out for pile number 1, but not in the cards. In the dice. I'm gonna get to that. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about pile number 1. Like I said, if you feel drawn to it, you might want to check it out. If you didn't, don't worry about it, because you will get every message you need to hear from this reading. So Aries is a new beginning. It's the beginning of the zodiac circle, okay? Very strong energy of a new chapter starting out. Like I said, you're going to be full of enthusiasm. You're actually starting the month, I feel, very materially oriented. So you're very driven. You have your eyes on the prize. I feel like many of you, you're very focused on something, building a craft, a career, a side hustle. And by the end of the month, you're definitely seeing huge progress in your career because of your efforts. And you have this fighter mentality, you're going to keep going for it, which is definitely encouraged here. Aries is also, and Jupiter, Aries and Jupiter, both of them are very positive. So it's very fitting that you also have the positivity card. And the Chiron is a very strong confirmation of what I said with inner healing. Gemini, the communicative, this is speaking of you. You're gonna have to really develop and rely on your communication skills. So communication skills might be particularly important, maybe socializing more than usual. You might become more of a social butterfly as well this month as compared to like previous months. And Jupiter is very much focused on ideals, faith, having faith in a higher power, but also just maintaining that positive, optimistic view of the world. And Jupiter is also quite healing, really. I mean, after Venus, I would say Jupiter is probably the second most healing energy. It's also a friend of the moon. So, but what I'm seeing, like I said, overall financial gains, something positive coming in your career or with respect to finances or both. You having more stamina, strength, courage, and also just Jupiter is showing overall positive news, good stuff coming into your life, benefits, blessings, all kinds of things that are positive. And yeah, the Chiron is, like I said, so healing. I feel like the healing message is very strong, like I said, for you. So this is the Chiron coming out is a very strong confirmation. Okay, this is what I'm seeing with the cards. Now let me get some Astro dice and some charms. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What is coming? Whoa. Okay, it just fell out, and then here we have the Taurus energy. Okay, Spirit, what is coming for them in the month of August? Sorry, not pile number 2. You had to just fall underneath here. Okay, we have the number 4, which also came out with owl. So we have number 4 can mean the 4th house. And we have Uranus, which is about Aquarius. It's the ruler of Aquarius in tropical astrology, and it has to do with independence, and it's also the ruler of the 11th house. I mean, 11th house is corresponding to Aquarius. So 11th house in Gemini is showing me that many of you might be networking more in this month, and it could be also that your network is going to bring you some kind of gains. And I feel like Spirit is also telling you that your network could be really important when it comes to your career. So maintaining good relations with coworkers, and don't discredit anything. Don't discredit any connection, no matter how vague or distant you might think it is. Let's say if you have a friend you haven't talked to like in 5 years, if you feel like contacting them, don't be shy to do so. And just come from a place of honesty and openness, basically. And with the number 4, another thing, about this, since I'm on this chapter, I feel like for some of you, again, you might be looking for a job. So if you are looking for a job, again, this is Spirit telling you, don't discredit the importance of networking and connections and all this stuff. So, yeah. This is a very strong message. And then the number 4, like I said, coming out twice with wisdom. You're definitely heading for that wisdom energy, which is the High Priestess. But aside from that, you might really feel drawn to be at home more. Maybe you're just going to be comfortable, spending your free time at home. Maybe you're going to invite people at your home. You're going to be focusing on maybe redecorating or just making your home more comfortable. Stuff like that, it's going to be like a very cozy month, I feel. And also spending time with immediate family could be a thing. You're going to feel more of a desire to spend more time at home. The Taurus energy is also confirming that. So you're going to really enjoy the small pleasures of life. You're also being encouraged to enjoy the small. I'm getting that song, The Bare Necessities by Baloo. from the Jungle Book, you know, the bare necessities or Mother Nature's recipes to bring. I don't remember what it was. Whatever, the bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. You know, that kind of attitude of like I'm like seeing you as someone, you know, roaming through the fridge while singing that song in this month. And I'm not shaming anyone here. I'm just saying, I feel like Spirit is telling you it's good that you're driven, it's good that you are working hard, but it's not a bad thing that you want to treat yourself and you want to enjoy the small pleasures of life. And you're going to have, I feel, plenty of opportunities to do that. And also, Taurus, again, is about slow and steady wins the race. When it comes to your career, when it comes to your plans, this is about maintaining your eyes, keeping your eyes on the prize, and don't get discouraged if it feels like progress is slow sometimes, because it's ultimately about just being thorough and laying one brick on top of the other. It's only a matter of time before you will succeed. Basically, that's the general idea. And also, things that are solid take time to build. So, yes, your determination is going to pay off with the Taurus energy. And let's see some charms. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. What is happening for them in the month of August? Oh my god. Are you seeing the owl that just came out? Another owl. What is going on with owls here? I just realized... Okay, let me just see if anything else comes out. Tell me about pile number 2, Spirit. Okay. So, we have the owl coming out. This is, to me, it's a symbol of the High Priestess. Like I said, a shaman. I feel like your intuition is going to be off the charts in this month. Your intuition is developing. You are gaining trust in your perception of things. Like I said, you might even be getting like psychic messages. I don't want to say psychic, but you know, like subtle messages from your environment. You need to learn to trust them. We also have the ... which just it shows me that, you know, you're on a slow and steady wins the race sort of trajectory. It's going to take some time to see like the level of success that you want, but you are definitely on the right track. And like I said, by the end of the month, you're probably going to see a significant progress in your career and your finances. We have this symbol over here, which is very intricate. It makes me think of something Celtic. I don't know if it means anything, but this is what it makes me think of. And so again, this could be about, I don't know, getting more, this is really random, but if you feel drawn to Celtic culture, learning about the Druids, this might be a message that you might be getting into that, or you're encouraged to focus on that. Also the Taurus and this, I mean, you might be really getting into nature, or like Spirit is telling you that spending time in nature is very good for you. Don't underestimate it. We have a starfish, which could be about you going to the sea, or again, spending time by the sea if you have the chance to. We have this key with love and I don't know what else written on it. So again, this links to the 2 of Cups and the soulmate. Yeah, like something is being, I feel, you know what it makes me think of? Level unlocked. You know what I mean? Like maybe some of you, this is like you being single for a long time, finally meeting someone. And yeah, but something's gonna happen romantically. I mean, keep me posted because I'm really curious. Something is going to go down in the month of August for many, if not most of you, if not all of you. And we also have this, which with the heart, which makes me think of an increased pulse. Hopefully this is not about, I mean, this is really random, but I have to say it. Maybe some of you need to watch your cardiovascular system this month. You know, if you have, like yours truly, because I just recently, 2 days ago, started taking blood pressure issues. There's nothing wrong with my heart. It's just that I have a slightly increased blood pressure. So just saying, if you have issues, don't neglect them. But I feel like for most of you, this is not about health. This is about you meeting someone who's going to raise your pulse. You know what I mean? Like you're going to get hot and bothered about someone. You're going to get excited. You're going to fall in love. This is what I'm seeing here. We have dream and imagine. This is High Priestess energy. Dream and imagine. This is 12th house, High Priestess, the moon energy, which is very strong in your reading, like I said, because we have a lot of number 2s. So I feel like Spirit is also telling you not just to trust your intuition, to trust your imagination. Don't shy away from developing your imagination. Like if you have any creative activities you want to try, you're definitely encouraged to do that. It might do wonders for your health and actually help your, not just your health, but it might even help to give you ideas and inspiration for, let's say, if you're trying to have a business or you're working on anything, a project, right? I feel like Spirit is telling you, don't underestimate your power of imagination and creativity. We also have an elephant here. This makes me think of Bharani Nakshatra or Revati Nakshatra if you come from Vedic astrology. So some of you might have placements in the sign of Pisces, sidereal Pisces, or sidereal Aries, because we also have Aries here, and Bharani falls in Aries, which also is very connected to psychic stuff. You know, Edgar Cayce had strong Bharani energy as well. I don't know if you know about him, but he was a famous psychic. Also a lot of psychotherapists. If you're curious about that, I actually made a video not too long ago on my astrology channel about what makes a good psychotherapist. So I recommend that because I mentioned Bharani Nakshatra there. Anyway, this just could be a confirmation for some of you that you might have placements in these energies. The elephant is also about, again, slow and steady wins the race. So there's a great deal of inertia to your energy, but I feel like Spirit is also telling you that great projects take a long time to birth. You know how an elephant pregnancy is 9 months? Bharani is also connected to birth itself. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, okay? One of the symbols connected to it is the vagina, literally, or the whole female reproductive system. So Bharani is about birth and death and the cycle of life and death. It's a very kind of, you know, mystical, psychic sort of energy, like I said. So yeah, and it's also like, this is literally for some of you maybe getting pregnant. It just hit me right now because you have a lot of moon energy, which is about motherhood, or just, you know, focusing on maybe being a better mother. See how this resonates for some of you. This is more specific. Or maybe getting pregnant, like I said. Bharani is all about pregnancy and all this stuff, everything connected to pregnancy, and also everything connected to death, because it's about seeing the earth as a giant womb that basically swallows everyone after we die. I'm sorry that I just gave you that visual if you didn't want it. Anyway, we also have the hummingbird. So I feel like this is you being very busy. This is the Gemini energy. This is kind of being a social butterfly, having the opportunity to socialize a lot. And last but not least, we have the horseshoe, which goes hand in hand with the Jupiter energy, which is just luck. There's a lot of luck. There are opportunities coming into your life that weren't there before. And overall, you need to be ready to take advantage of them. This is pretty much what I'm seeing here. But yes, this is being it. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I definitely have. Pile number 2. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new video. If you're interested in a private tarot reading, check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. You can email me for a pricing list and reading options and any other details. And I've also left a link in the video description to reviews I have gotten for private readings. If you want to see them, might help you decide if you want to get a reading yourself. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by becoming a member, clicking on the join button under any of my videos. And last but not least, I also have an astrology channel. Like I mentioned, I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but also with some tropical insights. I have more than 20 years of experience reading astrological charts. I've also dabbled in other systems like Chinese astrology, Mayan astrology, all kinds of astrology, and numerology. I use all my insights from every field, but on my channel, I mainly focus on Vedic astrology because that is my main go-to school of astrology, basically. And yeah, if you're curious about astrology, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe to my astrology channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here, number 21, with the healing and or this black onyx crystal bottle. So this is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps if you don't want to sit through it because I will be taking my time. All right, Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the black onyx crystal. What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit, what does pile number 3, the people who chose pile number 3, what do they need to hear about August 2024? Tell me, Spirit. We have King of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Nice. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the black onyx crystal bottle. What does the month of August 2024 have in store for them? What do they need to hear right now about August 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, what does pile number 3 need to hear about August 2024? Oh my gosh. The 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my god. The Lovers. Okay. The Hanged Man. This is intense, okay? And the 6 of Wands underneath the 4 of Wands. This is crazy, pile number 3. Yeah, you're doing more than healing as far as I'm seeing here. You're going to be busy this month. Won't dwell. Okay. My imagination sort of, you know, went a little bit wild there. So, Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What do they need to hear about the month of August 2024? What does the month of August 2024 have in store for them? Spirit, what does the month of August 2024 have in store for them? Tell me. Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to hear about the month of August 2024? What does the month of August 2024 have in store for them? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit, what do they need to hear about August 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Okay, this one. That took a while. It's weird. Okay, true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Okay, this is addressed. This is weird because it shows like it can be addressed to love itself, but technically this is about addressing it to God. This deck is really spiritual. We have dreaming. And we have tarantula, okay, with number 13. I always say that when I get the onyx, I'm getting the creepy pile. No offense. So we have Tarantula with number 13 with a woman covered in spider web. Very, very Corpse Bride and Tim Burton. Okay. And we have the healing card. So pile number 3, first thing that stands out to me, obviously, repeatedly, is something is happening with your love life. We have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Wands. I feel like many of you, you're going to find, if you're not in a relationship, you're very likely to find someone for a serious long-term relationship, even for marriage, because we have the 4 of Wands, we have the 10 of Cups. Many of you still, you might be in love, okay? You might be already in a relationship and you're gonna move to the next level in this month, because I see that you're very relationship oriented. I see a place of stability as well. I feel like many of you, you are heading towards a place of security and stability. Some of you might literally be getting married this month, or you're attending a wedding or something to do with like celebrations and weddings is happening. Maybe some of you are attending the Olympics. I don't know. Like, okay, that was random, but you could be attending some kind of celebrations in general. So celebrations, competitions. I have this really strongly with like the 4 and the 6 of Wands here. In any case, things are definitely looking up for you. Things are definitely getting better by the end of the month. Better than they even are right now. I have to admit that for this pile, I see that you're not doing too bad for yourself. And yeah, if this doesn't resonate, then maybe try another pile, because what I'm seeing here is you're doing pretty well. All right. And I'm seeing that many of you, like I said, you might already have love in your life. You're in a caring, loving relationship, and you could be heading towards the next step, like I said, in the recent, either maybe you got engaged in the recent past, or you're moving to this next step within this month. Maybe you're moving in together, or even getting married, like I said, for some of you. With the King of Swords, though, and the 2 of Cups underneath, okay, for some of you, you could already be in a relationship, but you might develop an infatuation with someone else. This is really specific, definitely not for everyone. It could be that. But for everyone, irrespective, this is about you opening up to love, you know? You are focused on building a serious long-term relationship. You are focused on not being so hyper analytical, hyper rational, and instead focusing on being a good partner, I feel. So you're basically focusing on diplomacy, on how to create a harmonious, loving relationship. Many of you are very much focused on that. So see how this resonates. If you truly are someone who doesn't have someone romantically right now, this could be about you maybe learning more about therapy, about you becoming more self-aware, maybe actually going to therapy. I was gonna say learning about psychology, let's say like reading psychology books, learning about relationships and stuff like that. See how this resonates, like I said. So you're growing in the area of relationships overall, interpersonal relationships, but especially love relationships. I'm seeing this very strongly. This one here, so we have the 2 of Wands. Holy shit, man. I'm sorry for the profanity. I've been cussing a lot with these readings because they're just insanely, I don't know how to say it. It's like Spirit is like almost writing it down for me. You know, there are such strong messages. Yeah, so I'm glad, I'm glad that Spirit is present here with us. What I'm seeing here, some of you might actually be on the fence between 2 romantic partners or 2 potential romantic relationships. Like I said, maybe you're involved with 2 people. I'm not judging. You might be involved with 2 people, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're in love with someone else. And now you're like, but what I'm seeing here is with this Two of Wands and the Lovers underneath, you're making a decision this month. You're making a decision. The time for hesitation is over. And I feel like, oh my God, I feel like temptation, honestly, is going to be really strong. There's going to be some kind of strong temptation here. So all I'm going to say about that is be careful that it's not just a physical thing, you know, that it's not just lust. I see that really for many of you, this is very, very focused on romance and sex and stuff. Like, I don't know, you're going to be in a very loving mood. Let me just put it like that. So again, this is really specific, but it does come strongly. So I'm sure that for some people, this is literally what you're dealing with. Like you're having to choose between two people. And I'm also seeing that in the near future, actually your plans, let me put it like this. You're planning to travel someplace, or you're planning to even move somewhere, potentially for work. You might be getting an opportunity to travel for work, actually, for some of you. Maybe you're going to get a job offer that is in a different city or even a different country. You're going to be really tempted. It's going to offer a lot of money. I cannot really give any outcome about this because I'm not getting more specific messages about it. But this is what I'm seeing. And again, could be for some of you. Aside from that, in the near future, let me check this. So we have the Seven of Pentacles and we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. I'm seeing more indecision here. Like maybe some of you have Libra placements, or like Libra is being activated in your horoscope by transits right now. You could have strong Venus placements maybe. But anyway, let me not digress. What I'm seeing here is you might be feeling confused about your career. And I feel like obviously this is going hand in hand with what I said about this opportunity to go abroad. So I feel like you're going to be on the fence also about your career. And I just got another message that for some of you, this is not about choosing between two people. It's about choosing between love and a career. Maybe not as dramatic. I'm not trying to say that if you choose love, you're not going to have a career. But like I said, maybe you're going to be offered some kind of a job that requires you to move abroad. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe you were planning to move abroad for your partner and now you got a good job where you live and you don't want to leave anymore. But you're going to be in some kind of a conundrum. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Overall though, the outcome is success here. You're going to have some huge success. I see a celebration. I see a happy family. I see happiness overall and victory. So I think what Spirit, is telling you right now, what the message is that no matter what you choose, deep down, you know what you want. So it's like, no matter what you choose, it's going to be right. We also have this tarantula. This is for some of you about leaving a toxic romantic involvement behind. Because what it makes me think of is dealing with someone who is toxic, draining, maybe someone who, just drained your energy but didn't offer much in exchange. So it could be about finally moving away from that and just choosing what is best for you, what is healthy for you, and moving on to a better relationship, to a healthy, equal relationship. Because the Lovers but oh my God, you're moving away. Like many of you, honest to God, you're moving away from a past lover. This is what I'm seeing. Either you're moving away or you're just very, very tempted. You're very tempted. But like I said, I don't see this as a very solid decision here. So I feel like many of you are on the fence about what you should be doing. Overall, like I said, the ending is happy. There's a happy ending, okay? You're going to have success. You're going to have a victory. You're going to have a happy home life. And I feel like Spirit is telling you deep down, you know what you need to do. Let me just check this card once again. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. This is like even much of a confirmation of what I said about potentially being involved with someone who's just not good for you. This is what I'm seeing here. Use me, love. It's about trusting that you will find the person who actually makes you feel loved, I feel, for many of you. Okay, let me see what I'm getting through the astrological notes. Astrological card. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the black onyx crystal bottle. What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for them? What is the month of August 2024 going to bring for pile number 3? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. What is the month of August 2023? Sorry, 2024. Did I say 2023? Spirit, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's just that I sometimes go all dyslexic. I'm not actually dyslexic, but sometimes I wonder. Let's see, we have Mercury, mind and speech. We have the moon, feelings and subconscious, not surprising. We have 10th house, career and success. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We have conjunction, fusion and energy. And we have Lilith, wild femininity. I was getting a bit of a dark vibe, all I'm going to say here. Also, it got dark by the time I started doing this reading, and I decided to keep it dark because I kind of like, you know, the soft light as opposed to neon bright light. Anyway, pile number 3. The wild femininity with the Lilith is telling me that basically this is a confirmation. Okay, it's telling me that I was right about the toxic thing. I think for many of you, Lilith speaks of some kind of past wounding. Oftentimes, Lilith archetypes are people, especially in a woman's horoscope, they're people who are very strong, and because they're very strong and very independent and often have some kind of a dark, seductive aura about them, people tend to project their BS on them. And they tend to attract men especially. So I'm sorry that I'm referring to women. Take it how it resonates. Of course, it's not just women. But I feel like especially when it comes to traditional, let's say, heterosexual women, the Lilith archetype is kind of like a Malena energy, you know, like if you've seen that movie Malena with, what was her name? Monica Bellucci. It's like that kind of a temptress energy that just drives everyone crazy and oftentimes gets scapegoated because it's not even necessarily about beauty. It's just that there's something wild and untamed about your aura, and that unfortunately attracts toxic individuals, especially among men who want to control you, who want to put you down, and they themselves may not be aware of the fact that they're not actually in love. They're just obsessed. They become obsessed and they become lustful and they become driven to control you, to break you down. It's not love. It's really toxic and it's really unhealthy, but I've seen it a lot in my astrological readings. By the way, I have a astrological YouTube channel as well. I will be linking it in the video description if you want to check it out. And I actually had a video about Lilith in Synastry. Anyway, this is what I'm seeing. So for many of you, again, not for everyone, but many of you, this is what you're dealing with. You may have been involved with a person who just wanted you maybe and even believed that they were in love with you, but they're not good for you. Because they may not see you for who you really are. They may not actually embrace you for who you really are. They might like some parts of you, but not everything, not every little bit of you. And you might know that deep down. You might feel like, you know what, I know that this person doesn't really see me for who I am, but maybe you tolerate it because, again, could be that you're also attracted to them physically, or You just don't want to be alone, whatever the situation may be. And I feel like for many of you, this is what Spirit is talking about. This is about you having the courage to walk away from people that are not good for you, that don't really see you for who you are. They don't really love you deep down, like on a deep, pure spiritual level. They don't actually want you to thrive. They want to put you down, or they want to keep you as a prize just because it feeds their ego. This is what I'm seeing here. Again, specific, irrespective of whether that resonated with you or not. I see that many of you have had some childhood woundings, okay? You may have, okay? Many of you may have been scapegoated as children. I mean, hello, you do have the healing card. I lost track of it. You may have been scapegoated, even in your own family. You may have been raised by parents who are narcissistic, dark triad. So I see that in the month of August, you are making some kind of significant progress. By the way, the 10th house is not just the house of career, it's also the house of the father. So, and also the moon is the mother archetype. So this could be about people who have bad parental figures, you know, mother issues, father issues. So there could be some significant healing happening psychologically in the month of August. Mercury is also about siblings, but then it's also about communication and business and multiple streams of income. So I feel like career is on the rise overall, irrespective of the psychological aspect of this reading. You're going to see some kind of significant improvement in your career, maybe new opportunities, maybe some promotion even, or a bonus or something. To be perfectly honest, I don't specifically see messages about money as much, but the overall vibe of the reading is really positive, especially with the final cards. So it makes me think that it could also lead to more profits in some ways. But irrespective, by the end of the month, you're going to be happier. Even happier than you started, which actually is pretty good. Yeah. It's just that you're moving on to a more spiritual happiness, like a sense of personal fulfillment, you know, feeling like your life is heading where you want it to head instead of where other people might want it to head, if that makes sense, you know? And when you started out, it's more like this is about keeping up with the Joneses or keeping up with the Kardashians or whatever, you know, it's like, it's more of a surface level success. King of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. This gives me like, you know, that movie Stepford Wives, you know? Again, I don't want to generalize. For some of you, it's just positive all throughout, you know? Like some of you just, you're in good marriages. You're going to have maybe even a wedding by the end of the month, like I said. But if this is not for those people, okay? This is for those of you that have something darker happening under the surface. And so I feel like literally for some of you, this could be about ending a connection that may seem like the rational choice, or maybe the choice that other people made for you, like your family or society, but you deep down feel like something ain't right, you know? And Spirit is telling you that you have to make the choice. You have to, you have to be the one to prioritize your happiness because nobody else is going to prioritize it. And don't let the fears get in your way. Literally, like the card says, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. As in, from your true potential, your offering to the world. The 10th house is also the house of social karma. So it's what you have to bring forth to the world, basically. This is what I'm seeing. Okay, let me get some charms and the Astro dice. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? What is going on for them in their lives in the month of August 2024? Okay, we have Jupiter, we have Sagittarius, a lot of Jupiter energy. And what else is going on here? Let's see. And we have, we have the number 7. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, it's not that visible, but there it is, the number 7, which is, guess what? The house of marriage and long-term partnerships. It's also one of the houses of business, specifically partnership-based business. But I really think that for most of you, this is something's going on, all right? Either you're getting married or you're attending a wedding or something is happening around your relationship area in your life, okay? Something major. Jupiter is also about celebrations, and it's also about joy and happiness and optimism, and it's also, in a woman's horoscope, it's one of the signifiers of the husband. It's also the signifier of children, for instance. Yeah, so I really think that this is about you making up your mind about who you want to marry and what kind of a life do you really want. You know what I mean? I feel like it's about, more than anything, it's about figuring out where you stand when it comes to love and relationships. Like, what part do you want relationships to play in your life? Are you okay with, you know, the conditions that were set in your, let's say, current relationship, or the offers you were given? What are you willing to compromise? What are you not willing to compromise on? So I feel like all of these are going to be like major themes for the month of August. Overall, though, the Jupiter is furthermore confirming the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. Like, there's a happy ending on the horizon. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of optimism and faith, and some new opportunities lurking around the corner. And also Sagittarius. I mean, Jupiter, which rules by Sagittarius, by the way, it also rules Pisces, is very much also connected to foreign travel, travel in general, foreign lands, philosophy, religion. And I see this as a confirmation of the Three of Wands. So I really think that some of you are going to be traveling, or maybe there's something is going to show up, like an opportunity for travel, something like that. Maybe even for moving abroad, like I said. Okay, let's see. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is coming into their lives in the month of August 2024? Okay, fishbone. Oh my gosh, what is this? Some of you are going to the Olympics or something. Football. I mean, soccer for some people. Oh my gosh, I love it when Spirit just, you know, has continuity like this. This is a cross with Jesus on it. And as you may notice, yes, and Jupiter rules religion, like I said. And so this makes me think maybe of a religious ceremony again. It really makes me think of marriage. But I'm also getting that song in my head by Lana Del Rey, You're My Religion. Like, maybe some of you are head over heels in love, or you're going to meet someone who's going to make you feel head over heels in love. Okay, I feel like that's enough. We have hope. We have blessed, very Jupiter message. We have inspire. We have blessed twice. Okay, you're definitely getting blessed. And some of you maybe are literally getting blessed, like you're getting a blessing by the priest or something, or you're seeing a baptism, or we're having a bone. There's a lot of bones coming out here, which is kind of weird. We have a dog bone, or like just a regular bone, and a fish bone. This is, again, the creepiness here. I'm seeing some creepiness, honestly. I wonder what this is about. Oh my god, you know what it makes me think of? Holy shit. Skeletons in the closet. That's what it makes me think of. And again, it makes me think of the Corpse Bride. Holy shit. I don't know if you've seen the Corpse Bride. I'm sorry about the profanities, okay? But it's just when I'm inspired, I get all intense. If you've seen the Corpse Bride, that movie is like... It's all about what a toxic love looks like. And it's also kind of a message of, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, because the person in, you know, the Corpse Bride herself, she was not badly intended. She really believed that she was meant to marry the guy. I don't want to spoil the movie. Okay, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but it's worth watching, even though it's an animation and it's a Tim Burton movie. I actually recently saw it again, like some months ago, when I was traveling on an intercontinental flight. I watched it all over again and almost cried, like, on the plane. Thankfully, it was dark and nobody watched anything. Nobody saw it. It is a great movie, okay? But it's also really sad, and it's like, you might want to watch it, actually. Can I just say this? I mean, if any of the things that I have said in this reading resonated at all, especially about the parts of, you know, hovering between two love interests or dealing with toxic people in love, you might want to watch that movie if you haven't done it already. Yeah. So I feel like you're having to deal with, like I said, you need to figure out where you stand and what is really important to you, and don't allow other people to gaslight you, bamboozle you. You know, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you that you should end your relationship. If everything is fine and wonderful and you're with someone that makes you feel 100% safe and loved and accepted, bless, you know, like, you're definitely heading for that happy ending. But if not, you need to work on dealing with your current problems before you can have the happy ending. That's all I'm going to say. We also have dolphins here with this, like, these 3 dolphins playing, which makes me think of, you know, playfulness and maybe dealing with people you care about, like getting in touch with friends. Also makes me think of celebration. So it could also be that 4 of Wands energy, getting together with people you care about, having a good time. You're going to have more opportunities of that, in the month of August. And maybe you're going to become more active, participating in competitions. Like I said, maybe some of you are actually going to watch the Olympics or something. I don't know. Maybe physically travel to the Olympics, something, or a football match or some kind of a sports competition. And we also have these leaves, which makes me think of eucalyptus or bamboo. So maybe China, Australia, something have to do with this reading. Or you could be coming from China, Australia, or Japan. Some place where there's like eucalyptus or bamboo growing, you know. See how that resonates. This symbol also makes me think of marriage, just because it's so symmetrical. You know, it makes me think of the 7th house energy. It also kind of looks like 2 squids sitting butt to butt. So you can look at it however you want to, however you want to look at it, or 2 octopi, not squids. But yeah, makes me think of marriage. Also maybe the sea, something to do with the sea. And like I said, with Jesus here, religion. Maybe a religious ceremony, like I said, or it could be like pressures from religion and society. Or it could just be that religion and faith are playing a huge part in your life now, maybe with respect to your decisions overall. It's like, look to your sense of faith and look to that inner knowing, like I said, to help you make the right decisions. Okay, this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Overall, I see that this is going to be a good month. No matter which decision you make or which way you go, it's going to lead to your progress ultimately. So yes, I hope you have a good month. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like the video. Click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will upload a new reading. Also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, check out the video description. I have left my contact information there. You can email me for a pricing list and a list of reading options and other details. I've also left a link in the video description to a blog post with reviews I have gotten for private readings before. If you're curious to see them, might help you decide if you want to get a private reading with me. And if you want to support my channel further, you can do so by becoming a member by clicking the join button under any of my tarot videos, and contribute with a small monthly fee. And last but not least, like I said, I have an astrology channel and I will be linking it in the video description as well. I focus mainly on Vedic astrology. I have more than 20 years of experience reading horoscopes, and I started out with tropical astrology, but now I mainly focus on Vedic. And I also dabbled in a bunch of other systems which I use for insights and inspirations, like Batsa, Ziwei Doshu, the Mayan zodiac, numerology, Chaldean numerology, all kinds of systems, honestly. Yeah, I use all kinds of like intuitive, esoteric forms of insight, but mainly I rely on Vedic astrology, which I find to be extremely accurate. So if you're curious about it, check out my Vedic astrology channel, maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye!